Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jan, and in this video I'm going to talk about different sessions in Forex and also answering the question quite often you're asking me about when the market opens and when it closes. So today I'll try to answer all these questions. So let's start with the first, that the market closes on Friday 5 p.m. New York and opens on Sunday 5 p.m. New York time. So that's like the main things, and this is exact the times when the market opens, when it closes. Of course, with your broker it's going to be maybe just a few minutes later opening, so it all depends. You can always check it every day, every week you can just go and check it out by yourself and see exact when it's happening. And of course the next one is, it's all about the sessions, when the sessions opens and closes. You will look at different sites, and you probably notice that there is different information out there. Some sites would say one time, some sites would say it opens closes at the other time, so it will be plus minus 1 hour, 1.5. So it's going to be like this because there are no exact timings for it. It has so many people trading in so many different banks and financial institutions, and some are opening a bit earlier, some opens a bit later. That's why it's always going to be plus minus 1 hour. Also different cities opens earlier and close later. It's the time differences. That's why it's not going to be exact timing. I'll show you later a little bit different sites where you actually can check it out and see what time it opens closes. But here in my screen you can see I use this kind of system. This is the hours I use. Actually I don't see what we needed really exactly to know what hour the sessions opens, because well, I used strategies which are based on support resistance lines, and like my channel system, and using Fibonacci lines, and there are also other systems, but all resistance and supporting levels, and I will be telling you about it later. That's why I don't really use any strategies which will be based exactly on what time session opens or closes. So I do trade during the day, so it's a day trading. You just, in my opinion, the most important, you need to know when the main movement happens. Yes, so, and for that, so I have this, you can see on the screen, the main sessions. It's Asian, it's European, and it's USA. There are also two other ones which are kind of, it's Australian and London session. Australian is not as strong, that's why nobody usually accounted talking about it, and this is where it starts from. It starts from actually Wellington, but it's very slow, and everybody would talk about the beginning of the Asian session with Tokyo, which starts, then it would be European one, then it would be, the most important is London session, and then it's going to be moving to US session, and back to Australian, New Zealand. So this happens every day until end of Friday, and where it ends and begins from Sunday. Again, once again, it's like again and again. So that's the circle. So also you have to remember about summertime and winter time, and it's plus minus 1 hour. So right now we're in the summer, and so I have this kind of timings. You can see this is the Asian session, which is starts from 11 p.m., which is it's GMT, because I trade with Talinex, and my platform is MT4, and the time is in here. I showed you in previous videos the GMT UTC, and that's why all these times I would be in that time zone, GMT. And you can see from the previous videos, you know how to find out what time is your platform, and of course you have to remember which time zone you are, and of course it will be different. So here is GMT UTC. It's 11 o'clock p.m. Asian. It's blue lines, and it finishes around 8 o'clock a.m. The European session starts around 7 a.m. and you can see it's a green line. It finishes about 4 p.m. and American session starts around 12 p.m. and finishes 12 a.m. 12 p.m. and finishes at 8 p.m. and the London one, it's usually you can see also find that European and London are put all together, but London has slightly different times, and in an official somewhere I found that information that it starts around 7:30 until 3:30, but most of people would tell you that it starts from wherever 7 or 8 a.m. and would finish until 5 p.m. So that's why I'm saying it's quite complicated. Let's say different sources would tell you a little bit different story, but the most important what in my opinion to look in day trading, of course, it's this time in the middle of the day, let's say GMT, because for all of you it will be different. For some of you it will be daytime, for some of you it will be nighttime. So that's why you need to see which of course session you might want to trade. Maybe it would be European London, which is very volatile, and the most movements happens of course in European session and American session. So you would see when also at the beginning in the morning quite often, let's say I would say from even from about 6 a.m. The best to look, when especially with my strategy, the one it's the channel strategy, where we are like here you can see it was quite good actually channel, and we're waiting for the movement which can happen a bit earlier. Like you see it's like around 6 o'clock in the morning, for example, and it still has the Asian session and European session starts, so we have strong movements around there, and then it's continued with the open London session, and you can see how strong it is, and then it goes to together with USA session starts, and also quite good movement around that time you would always see, and around 4 o'clock, as you can see even earlier, like I said, is unofficial, is around 3:30 for London. It's already slowing down around here, as you can see, and not much is happening up until the end of American session and beginning of Australian and Asian sessions. Here, as you can see, you would see similar mostly every day, unless of course there will be news, and we know that sometimes there are news, evening news, like about 6 p.m. GMT again, where here you can see a bit different picture. But this one is like a normal day, no major news, let's say, when it's like quite a smooth movement, you can see. So so that's kind of all I would say about the importance of sessions. You would know, like the middle of the day, 6 a.m. GMT until about 4 p.m. GMT, that's the major movements happening. And so there are some different softwares on the internet you can find where you can apply to MT4 platform, and they will be showing you the different sessions. But if you don't have an MT4, you can, for example, here you can see it's just a plain screen. There is nothing here. Just if I remove that one, it would be completely nothing. And what you can do, if you would just right click and go to properties, you will find here colors and common. So you need to press common, and then you just press show period separators, and now you can have, so put it 15 minutes, you can have a little bit of picture now, and this separator separates it from midnight to midnight, so it's a 24-hour day, so it's the whole of your all your trading day. It's now split on different parts, so you can see even without knowing where the session is, you can see just like that, find out what's the best times for trading. For example, you can see again, it's like, this is midnight, this is somewhere in the middle of Asian, and then it goes right here, like you see its movement moves up and slows down a bit here, like the same can go see it everywhere, like the middle would be the most movement somewhere in the middle of that period. You see, from midnight to midnight, it's in the middle, it's the most most movements in the middle. So that's how it's quite easy to find out when the main movements are happening. Sometimes it's quite just smooth moving down. So here you can see every single day you can see it's in the middle. So that's what is happening. Sometime is it here? We can see it's here about 8 o'clock. So obviously there were news. That's what I'm saying. If it would be after 6 o'clock, there were news, and you would see that during the day it was very quiet, and then very big movement. So which is the news, obviously, because as you can see again, the normal picture is just normal movements during the day. I mean the most movements are during the day of GMT. So that's all kind of about the sessions, and I'll show you a little bit of different sites. Like this one, for example, is market24clock.com, where they have this kind of clock where you can see different sessions also, except here's a little bit I would say like New York session, they put it as like 1:30, same with Chicago, but in my opinion it's a little bit not right, because New York is opens earlier than Chicago. It's 1 hour ahead, so it should be a little bit further. But as I said, it's not, if you don't trade, you don't need like strategies, you're not using strategies for like specific exact moment you need to know exactly the opening time, then you just need roughly what time it opens, unless of course it's the news, and when we need news we just open our economic calendar and we know exactly what time the news happening, and so that's all how it goes. And here's another site, for example, you can also check, it's forex.timezoneconverter.com, where you can also see times opening, closing, GMT, and also there is another one like profitf.com. Also you can see winter Forex winter trading hours and summer Forex trading hours, you can see, and you would also find out there's a little bit of differences, so it's not no exact timing on all of them, it's just it's all would be slightly different. And as I say, is usually I just open, if I'm trading during the day, and so I open just economic calendar, which of course always gives you an idea what is going to happen during the day. Will we see like big movements, or maybe not? We would look what the news are happening. For example, we can see from 7:45 also GMT UTC, what we have some European news which are not very big, low, so probably not going to move too much the market. And then another news starts, you see, from 11, 12, 12:30 is American news, some are medium, so they would like probably move market, and you can see it finishes around what, 2:30, 5:30, and there is nothing afterwards. So that's like gives you quite good indication of what's happening during the day, what times the most important, let's say, for trading. And that's how you organize, let's say, your trading day, trading hours. Depends of course on where you are. So that's all, just a little bit about the European sessions, a little bit about Forex trading sessions. Hope you got the answer, because quite often you're asking about it. So here's how I do, and don't forget, as always, Forex is high risk trading, so you can not just make money, you can also lose. So before you decide and to do invest anything, always think about it, and never invest more than you prepared to lose. So thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and bye everyone.